Hello, I'm Lukwesa Burak. Ukraine's President Zelensky is visiting The Hague, where he's just given an impassioned speech calling for President Putin to be sentenced for his criminal actions over the invasion of Ukraine. Well, earlier, a short time ago, he visited the International Criminal Court in The Hague for talks with court officials. It has symbolic importance, coming less than 2 months after the International Criminal Court issued arrest warrants for Vladimir Putin on war crime charges. Before we listen into what he had to say, I'm just going to show you the residence of the Dutch Prime Minister, Mr. Rutte. And we also heard from the Deputy Prime Minister speaking earlier, introducing President Zelensky. Wopke Hoekstra is also the Minister of Foreign Affairs. So Mr. Zelensky has been speaking to a number of key officials whilst he's at the Hague, both within the ICC and also Dutch ministers. So this is Mr. Rutte's official residence. You can see here, and those visits and meetings will continue throughout the day. So let's listen in to what President Zelensky said when he addressed The Hague a short time ago.
Lasting peace after victory is achieved by nothing else but the strength of values. First of all, it's the strength of freedom and of law, which must work to the full of ensure justice, not hybrid promises instead of human rights. Real freedom, not hybrid impunity and symbolic formalities, but full-scale justice, not hybrid peace and constant flashes of violence on the front line, but reliable peace when one respects values. True freedom, true justice, true peace is respected instead of hybrid forms. But it's exactly what we need now.
I think we've got some live shots coming to you from the Netherlands, and this may well be President Zelensky arriving at the residence of the Dutch Prime Minister Mark Rutte, just part of a series of meetings that President Zelensky is having throughout today. You heard him just a couple of minutes ago, part of his speech, and the words he used. There he is, just stepping out of that lead car. Mark Rutte there, shaking his hand. Mr. Rutte on the right, Mr. Zelensky on the left. The Netherlands has continued its pledge, underscoring its pledge of supporting Ukraine in the supply of military aid, but also humanitarian aid. That was underscored by the Deputy Prime Minister, Wopke Hoekstra, who was speaking earlier. A number of meetings also conducted a short time ago at the International Criminal Court. Lasted about an hour, we understand, before he came out to address the wider audience there. The Netherlands, of course, has been a strong supporter of Ukraine, and back in February, Mark Rutte said that he did not rule out any kind of military support for Kyiv as long as it did not bring NATO into conflict with Russia.